All right, Year 9. I found a question that I want to do that is very similar to one of the questions on our assignment. It's from another textbook. It's question 10 here in this textbook. As you can see, it's a trapezoidal prism in the shape of, or a pool in the shape of a trapezoidal prism. The only difference is they've been very kind and they've given you the length of the bottom of the pool, which I didn't do on the assignment, so I'm going to actually pretend I don't know that and find that distance and then find the surface area of the pool. So let's go. So first of all, let's find out what x is. And they've said it's 12.1, but let's just see if they're right. So let's draw our trapezium. And our trapezium cross-section says that's 12, this is 0.8, and this is 2. And it's going to be important, not now, but later on, to realise that they're the parallel sides of the pool, and that 12 is the height of the pool. So we've got to find this distance, and to do that, I'm just going to create a right-angled triangle here. Now, that 12 will just sit down there, and I can work out this distance by going 2 minus 0.8, and that equals 1.2. And now I have a right-angled triangle, and I can use Pythagoras to find the length of the hypotenuse. So x squared equals 12 squared plus 1.2 squared. I go to my calculator, and that equals 145.44, and I square root that, and I get 12.05985 ... which equals, to one decimal place, 12.1. That's pretty messy. Which is what they've given in the diagram. So now I'm going to calculate the surface area of this pool using the 12.1, even though it's less accurate, because I want my answer to match the answer that they have in the back of the book. So what have I got to find? Now remember, do not tile. We're not going to tile the top of the pool. Make it very difficult to jump in. So what do we need to tile? We need to tile the sides and the bottom. So there are 5 faces. Now I'm lucky that the trapezoidal side is exactly the same on both sides. So if I find the area of 1, I can just times it by 2. Excuse me. And I know that I've got a 12 here, 0.8 here, and 2 meters there. The deep end, so then I have to find the deep end, is just a rectangle. And the deep end is 2 meters deep by 7 meters across. The shallow end is also a rectangle. And it's 7 meters across and 0.8. And then I've got the bottom. And that's another rectangle. And it is 12.1 long and 7 meters across. Now I've got all my units, and I can just put it into the calculator. So it equals 2. Now this trapezium is a hard bit. The 3 rectangles are easy. Remember, the formula is a half h a plus b. And these are just bh, bh, and bh. So 2 times a half. Now, the height in that trapezium is 12. The 2 parallel sides are 2 and 0.8. So we get 12. And we get 2 plus 0.8. Here we plus 2 times 7 plus 0.8 times 7 plus 12.1 times 7. And I go to my calculator. 2 times a half times 12 times 2 plus 0.8 in brackets plus 2 times 7 plus 0.8 times 7 plus 12.1 times 7. And I get 137.9 meters squared, which is the answer that the back of the book gives me. Now it's most important that you show this line and show all your substitutions and in the formulas what you are putting in. The final answer can actually be irrelevant, superfluous. Well, not irrelevant, but it's not showing that you know what you're doing. That line shows that you know that you've got a trapezium, 2 trapeziums and 3 rectangles, and you know how to find the area of each of those. Now, I'm not going to do the second part of the question, to calculate the cost of tile in the pool. It's a bit tricky. Has a $750 there, plus $9 per square metre. Oh, well, no, I will do it. It's not that hard. It'll be really quick. The cost equals 750 plus 137.9 times $9 a square metre times 9. So times by 9 plus 750, I get $1,991.10. And that's exactly the answer that they were looking for. So there you go, the trapezoidal prism. Now remember, in our assignment, you have to find the length of the bottom of the pool, get your 2 trapeziums, your 3 rectangles, show your substitutions, and then come to the final answer. Good luck.